of the NBA on 2K Sports. This should be an intriguing contest. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce. Allie, take it away.
Hey, Brian. We've heard a lot of critique of some of the fouls that are called. Ask Warriors head coach Steve Kerr. He said, quote, "We've gotten out of control, gifting offensive players the ability to jump 3 or 4 feet into a guy and draw a foul. It's not a basketball play. Give the defensive player some benefit of the doubt, guys."
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Makes a good point. Let's take a look at the numbers for Amadou Diallo.
And during the last 5 games, he's been a force on the boards, really throwing his body at rebounds and trying to grab as many as he can. And that kind of effort has been noticed by his coaches and teammates.
A look at the starting group for the Pistons. Cunningham is out there with Hayes. Then it's Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Amadou Diallo. And it's Bey in at the 4. And for Memphis, Jackson Jr. and Adams together inside. Ja Morant is out there with Desmond Bane. And it's Brooks in at small forward. And some teams now making some coaching changes in the middle of the season. Smitty, how jarring is that for a player?
Most of the veterans see it coming, but it's very jarring for a lot of the inexperienced young guys. Either way, you got to play the game.
Now here's Bey. He's been contributing over 15 a game. With the drive. It's rebounded by Memphis. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
You have to credit the game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
They knew that the arena would be rocking, and if they could execute well on the offensive end, they knew they could quiet down this hostile crowd.
And then Morant with the dunk!
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Bey against Jackson. Bey outside, back to Hayes. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Here's Bane. He's defended by Hayes. Outside Morant. Adams a screen. Clock at 6. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned. You know, well, growing up in a basketball family, Ja Morant's father and mother both hooped. His dad even played some pro ball. And when Ja was old enough, he trained him to follow in his footsteps.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. Here's Cunningham. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
And the training sessions with Ja and his father T became the stuff of legends. Smitty, out on that concrete court they built in the backyard.
Ooh, I can imagine that hot South Carolina sun beating down on you. Jumping on big tires to get his bounce. His dad never took it easy on him. He wanted to prepare him for the fire of competition.
And that one's good. Cunningham.
Watching Hayes, he keeps his eyes up, always looking for a better shot, either for himself or his teammates.
Now here's Morant. A 26-point game for him in the win against the Cavs in Cleveland. And Bey pulls it down.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Hayes finds Bey. Pass to Cunningham. Diallo on the wing. 6 to shoot. Drives to the hoop. Up and over Brooks. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
Takes a 13-footer. The shot misses, and Detroit will go the other way with it. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
It was a total team effort in terms of passing the baton to the guy that's hot.
Now here's Hayes. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Brooks, right side. Pass to Bain. Outside Morant. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
That is great body control by Taryn Jackson. Takes the hit, completes the play, now gets to the line for one more. Taryn Jackson Jr. is one of the most promising young big men that we have in this game, BA. He's capable of spacing the floor and protecting the paint.
And those big men who block shots and shoot, sometimes given the label unicorns. Would you say Jackson falls into that category, Smitty?
Without question, and you can win with a player like Taryn Jackson. He doesn't need the ball in his hands to have a positive impact on this game.
And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hang it up there like that. 43 seconds left to play in the first. Jackson against Melton. It's tipped. And here's Jones. Coming off a 12-point game. Jackson the screen. Down low. The jump hook. The Pistons clear it.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Jackson can't get it to go. Melton outside.
I'm open right here.
A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Back after this. And the fourth pick in 2018, Taryn Jackson Jr., the rare NBA-ready defender, he talked about where he can make the most impact.
Probably be more of a backline help, talk more, give more help for the rotations because, you know, depending on what team you play, there's a lot of specific things you got to do to guard a certain player.
A veteran's understanding of help and positioning, Grant.
Yeah, I love that defensive mind approach. That's why they're a team to be reckoned with.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, I'm really loving their activity. I mean, they're contesting shots. They've really set a strong tone early.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
We've got Brandon Clark. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Xavier Tillman, and it's Anderson in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Now here's Jones. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. And the shot's good.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Here's Lee. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Jackson against Anderson. Pass to Joseph. 5 to shoot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And the three-pointer gaining prominence. Grant, that shot wasn't a big part of your game until later in your career. Why was that something you waited to develop?
Well, over the years, the game had changed during my career. Early on, I didn't need it as much in terms of how I played. But at the end of my career, in more of a complementary role, I had to be able to knock down three-pointers, and I did a pretty good job.
No good on the free throw. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Brooks. He's checked in for Clark. Bain comes in for Conchar. And it's Ja Morant in for Jones. And a switch here also for Detroit. Diallo's checked in for Jackson. And the second free throw is good. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Outside, Anderson. Back to Morant. Anderson with a screen. Shot's good by Morant. Morant's got 6.
Look how Ja just glides through the contact. He's such a nimble player. You know, one of the things that makes Ja Morant so special is his ability to drive and finish with either hand. A natural righty, but he actually prefers going left.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, Brian. Jeremy Grant, the 39th pick back in 2014, has become a leader for the Pistons. He said, "I'm enjoying it. I want to be a lot better, and I want to keep growing. I don't want to be stagnant. I just want to embrace the role and help the team get better from here."
Well, he's got all the tools to be a complete player, Allie, no question. And he drops a first. And Smitty, you look at Ja Morant's numbers. He's even better finishing with his left hand.
It's special because around the rim, you don't know whether he's going to finish with his right or left. He makes it look so easy. Also passing, he can throw lobs and make hook passes with either hand. As a floor general, that's a tremendous asset.
And so he makes both from the line.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Bay against Anderson. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Morant, and he drives in. It's Hayes with the rebound. And here's Detroit, trailing by 10. When this one's over, they'll be off to Charlotte as they take on the Hornets. That'll be the third stop of this 4-game trip. Here's Lee. And he lobs it up top. Pass to Bay. Fires from deep. The Grizzlies pull it in. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
And somewhat surprisingly, the club split their 2 meetings last year.
So you know that every game these two teams play will be an exciting one.
Here's Bain. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And they're on the run. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And finished off by Anderson.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there, finds the open man.
Here's Lee. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And here are the top shooters at the point guard position in this year's freshman class. In the third spot, Ja Morant.
It's really simple. As a point guard, it's your job to create good shots for others. These guys also are great at creating shots for themselves.
You're right. I don't care what position it is. With percentages like that, get them more shots.
That one's off. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Adams checked in for Tillman. Taryn Jackson comes in for Anderson. And it's Melton in for Morant. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Stewart's checked in. Good on the second one. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Melton outside. Pass to Adams. And the call will be against Amadou Diallo. That'll be a second foul of the game. Well, your 7 seconds or less Suns really paved the way for the pace and space style that we see throughout the league today, Grant.
You know, B.A., it really did. But, you know, it's interesting. I think there were those back then that thought it was kind of gimmicky But boy, has it changed. And I feel like we could have had more success if we had just gone all in on that approach.
Here's Bane. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Cavs in Cleveland.
And he really contributed on defense. Brought the intimidation with 2 big blocks.
Now here's Hayes. 11-point game. They get the rebound. The 3 is up. Doesn't go that time.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Brooks outside. Pass to Adams. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Inside, Steven Adams is always ready for battle, getting the shot off despite the foul.
He's off on the first.
You know, the one thing Steven Adams gives you, night in and night out, is toughness. He helps your team set a physical tone.
Conchar, he's checked in for Memphis. Jones comes in for Bane. Jackson, he's checked in for the Pistons. Magruder comes in for Hayes. And he's good on the second. There's 49 seconds left in the first half. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Cunningham. Over Jones. Again, the miss by the Pistons. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Pass to Conchar. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. 4 on the clock. From outside the arc. And Cunningham pulls it down. From deep 3-point range. And so it's Memphis going into the break up 12.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Their efforts in the paint have really paid dividends. It's been a focal point for them, not so much for the other team. That's been the difference in the game.
All right, now we can take a quick look here at the upcoming schedule and what the matchups will be.
And for that matchup with the Hornets, it's going to be a tough one to win. On paper, they're the underdogs. They need a great shooting night to win. I'm curious to see who steps up for them, if anyone does.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
And here are the Grizzlies now. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And Detroit, let's look at who they've got. We've got Amadou Diallo, Isaiah Stewart out there with Sadiq Bey. Then there's Hayes, and it's Cunningham in at the point guard position. Jackson gets the bucket.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Hayes with a screen on Morant. Stewart, the pass to Hayes. Here's Cunningham. Just 5 to shoot. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, there's an annual survey of NBA executives. Going into last season, the Pistons were selected for worst offseason. But With the promise of their young players, guys, some optimism that the rebuild in the Motor City is off to a strong start.
Physical, defensive-minded, Allie. That's Detroit basketball, isn't it?
One shot.
And Adams no good on that one. This Pistons squad struggling. To the middle. Here's Bay. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Brooks finds Morant. Adams with the ball. Tipped and stolen by Stewart. And they're on the break. Oh, Adams with the block.
Look at Adams using all of his impressive reach, firmly swatting that shot away. The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
Now here's Morant. 6 points for him over Cunningham. And Bay pulls it down. Here's Cunningham, hounded by Morant. Stewart, a screen on Morant. Pass to Stewart. And here's Hayes. Picked by Stewart. Driving to the basket. Cunningham. And a nice finish on the layup.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this 3rd quarter.
You know, Cade Cunningham has proven he can get it done on offense. Now check this out. Back in college, he racked up 13 points in just 91 seconds of play.
The shot's good.
Can't teach size and strength. Once Adams gets position, you're not rooting him out of there.
Timeout called, the Pistons. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Clark is checked in for Memphis. Anderson comes in for Jackson. And quickly, the 2K leaderboard, showing the teams blocking the most shots over the last month. 5th best, the Grizzlies.
These guys have been so impressive down low on the defensive end, denying shots left and right over the past month.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Here's Joseph. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Outside, Anderson. Pass to Bain. Clark with a screen on Hayes. Bain into the lane. Some solid defense from Stewart.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Picked by Stewart. The 15-footer. No good that time. Good D by Clark. Outside, Anderson. They set the screen. The rebound by Stewart. Stewart's got 5 rebounds in the game. And midway through the season, here's a look at the Western Conference standings right now. You look at the Grizzlies. At the midway point of the season, they're in 4th place in their respective conference.
You know, for Memphis, they've looked rock solid this season. They just need to stay on target and prepare for the postseason.
I don't think they played their best basketball, so if things do come together for them before the end of the regular season, look out.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Back to Joseph. 6 on the shot clock. Hayes, the pass to Diallo. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside Morant. On the take. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
Here's Joseph, hounded by Morant. Stewart, the pass to Hayes. The floater, and he takes it up and lays it in. Hayes has gotten his first basket of the night.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
The drive by Morant. Got a hand on it, and they're able to recover. Clark with the screen. Here he goes, and finished off by Anderson.
What we've seen with Kyle Anderson, he's a below-average athlete, but has great timing on his drives.
Hayes with it. Tries it from the top of the key. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Grizzlies out in front, leading by 17. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the 4th quarter. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on Dwayne Casey.
All you got to do is move the basketball. The ball will find the right person, all right? Get it from side to side. Don't force it.
And you can tell Coach Casey wants his guys to work harder, specifically in how they pass the ball.
It's just basic basketball. When you swing the ball around, the floor is going to open up.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Taryn Jackson out there with Xavier Tillman. Then there's DeAnthony Melton. Then there's Tyus Jones. And it's Conchar in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And he gets it back. Jackson can't get it to go.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Now here's Jones. Not a lot of room. Melton outside. Jackson with a screen on Jackson. From deep, Melton. The rebound by Jackson.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Again, the miss by the Pistons. Memphis shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Jones with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Jackson against Bay. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Sadiq Bey.
You know, he already has a number of go-to moves. Jackson's able to keep the defenders guessing.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
One thing that stood out all game is the consistent penetration they've gotten.
Don't forget about their points in the paint either. Those have been huge.
First one falls for him.
Taryn Jackson, I think about his mobility on the defensive end. He can dart out to the perimeter shooters and recover to the paint better than most guys his size.
Adams checked in for Memphis. And so Jackson nails both of them. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute played. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Jackson on the wing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Jackson on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Stewart, a screen on Melton.
This is Adams' calling card, making his presence felt defensively.
Now here's Jones. He's covered by Bay. Blocked! Jackson outside. Jackson outside. Back to Jackson. Pass to Stewart. Stolen by Jackson. Now Jones. Inside. Here's Adams. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 21.
This is where Adams feasts. Get him the ball in his spots, and he does the rest.
Pass to Jackson from deep. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Melton outside. Jackson the screen. Bay against Melton. Here's Conchar. Here's Jackson. Rebound Detroit. Bay's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Jackson. Now Stewart. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Kicks it out to Jackson. Shoots over Melton. Jackson can't get it to go.
Right idea, but just too much heat on him defensively, even with the fadeaway.
Jackson with a screen on Jackson. Melton attacking. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Here's Cunningham. Here's Jackson. And again, the Pistons missing.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Grizzlies.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And so hard work pays off with their 26th win of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Steven Adams.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
Outside Jones. There's 21 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Jackson. Melton outside. Here's Conchar. Jackson down low. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.